Hey guys, I'm back, and now let's see what happens when we push the big red button. Who dares disturb your sleep? I do. Luigi, guys, Luigi's finally here. Is there a party I was invited to or something? Oh, they saw my awesome vacuum. I'm fine. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the lab. I've been waiting for you. Your brother must have been taken by that gang of booze. Poor feller. Oh, now, don't talk crazy. They're not gonna eat him. But what became of him? Odd that he hasn't come back. Common theory holds that boos grow in strength when they travel in numbers. They must somehow combine their powers. Their power likely overwhelmed your brother. Your aim is to save Mario. There's but one way to do it. Capture each boo and slowly weaken the group's power. But boos, as their name implies, like to hide and then jump out to scare people. You've got your work cut out finding them. Don't get all down in the mouth, my boy. That Game Boy Horror I gave you has a secret function. Call it the boo radar. It will flash red when something round like a boo is hidden nearby. Use it to search everywhere. Can't be too hard. Now, I have something that I just heard about this morning before I started recording, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Nintendo now has a YouTube channel and their partner, so they can release the Nintendo Directs and their live press conferences and everything straight on YouTube, which is great. But also with this, they're also stating that they are willing and looking forward to harming Let's Players and people who use Nintendo content on YouTube for whatever reason. Now, they're specifically targeting Let's Players because there are a lot of very popular Let's Players on YouTube who use Nintendo products specifically. Two that come to mind are Chugga Conroy and Nintendo Capri Sun. They pretty much exclusively only do Nintendo products, and it seems like Nintendo's plan is to basically not take down their videos or, block them or get their YouTube accounts banned, but to basically circumvent their revenue, stating that since they are using their products to create revenue, their only options are to either remove ads and revenue from their videos altogether, or to basically take all of that revenue and give it to Nintendo. And this could even go back as to videos from before this was stated. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I do understand that they are using their content just like I am using their game right now to make these videos, but a game is different than a movie or a song, because the way I'm playing it now, you'll never have someone else play it the same way. It'll be similar, it'll be close to it, but it'll never be exactly the same, right? So in that way, it is kind of unique content. And secondly, most Let's Players are not just doing a straight Let's Play without any commentary to silence them playing the game, right? There's always some sort of commentary over it, and that commentary makes it their own. So it's interesting how this will play out, because in YouTube's user agreement, it actually is stated that if there's no educational or instructional use to the video, that it can't be used for monetization. But the way around it is that since people are Let's Playing the game, they're showing you their way through the game from start to finish. So technically that would be an instructional video on how to complete the game. But if Nintendo really wants to push it, they can circumvent this revenue, which not only would make Nintendo a lot of money, because there are YouTubers, there are thousands upon thousands of YouTubers who make money off of Nintendo stuff, and just even a fraction of all of that would just be through the roof for Nintendo, because that's basically free money for them. They've done no work, and they're just getting all this money. But, I don't know. I kind of feel wronged in a way, because, like, Nintendo has always been such a accepting and new, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Forward-thinking company. Like, they've developed technology years before its time that were never even thought, that nobody would think would even catch on, and didn't at the time, but became later the thing that everybody wanted, like 3D. They invented the Virtual Boy before 3D was even a popular item. And sure, the Virtual Boy didn't work well, but it was basically them thinking ahead, and they're like, look, 3D will get popular, why don't we jump on it? And now look, the 3DS, 3D movies, 3D TVs. Same with motion controls. The Wii was the first one, and everybody's like, oh, the Wii is a gimmick, this and that, but then the Kinect and the PlayStation Move came out. So when Nintendo's forward thinking, you think they'd be the ones most accepting of this kind of content. But instead, they're basically trying to harm them. And not only will this harm the YouTubers, and there are many YouTubers that rely on YouTube as their main source of income, because, well, you have an unlimited audience of everybody who has an internet connection, so you can basically get extremely popular and make lots of money. But not only is that a main problem, you're also giving Nintendo a bad image, because a lot of people are going to be upset at this. And it just gives Nintendo that look of, like, an evil conglomerate-y, like, you know, that evil kind of EA style, you know, like everybody expects this to come from EA, a large company who has already the image that, like, oh, we don't care about the user. In the end, we're all about making money. But Nintendo, who has always tried to keep an image of, we care about the user, and money comes second to keeping the gamers happy, this is kind of like them going back on everything they've kind of stood for. I don't know. If you have any sorts of opinions or comments, you know, leave it in the comments section below, and hopefully I'll get back to you, and maybe we can hear some other people's opinions on this. But yeah, back to the game. Basically, the boos get more power the more there are of them, so the main way to weaken them is to just start catching boos. The more you catch, the weaker they'll get. Now that radar on top of the Game Boy Color will basically, if it's yellow, it means there's something around in this room, and if it's red, it means I'm standing like right next to it. And so the boos know that I have this, so they'll be leaving traps like bombs or beach balls and stuff to confuse me. But eventually, every time you catch a boo, you get a quick save function, and you're weakening the boo's power, and that just affects gameplay later on. You have to basically catch all the boos to access the final boss. There's a counter at the bottom of the screen showing you how many boos there are. But E.Gadd said that I'm taking this a bit too seriously, and I've already caught 6 boos as soon as I found out about them. So he said to go take a break at the washroom, so and splash some water on my face. Let's see what's going on in the washroom. Oh, this is always a creepy thing. The butler just holding the candlestick and walking around. Now notice, he feels like there's a ghost named Melody who's not giving him the time of day. And notice how his wording is all about passion and scorching, and holding a candle. So, that's like a hint on how to... Not the washroom? Oh. Other washroom. Alright, got myself another key. No. Alright. There you go. Another room clear. Eh, we can still hold it. Ghosts don't make a mess, do they? I've always loved this about Luigi's Mansion, how if you push A when there's nothing... Ooh, gold ghost. If you find a gold mouse, they normally have a lot of money on them if you can catch them, but I lost. But basically, if you hold out, if you push A, he calls out for Mario trying to find it. I always found that added just a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotion to the character, made him feel more real, because he's looking for his brother, and it's not just like a silent protagonist, he actually has a voice. You can hear the quavering in his voice, it's almost like he's scared. The fortune teller. What do you seek of me? Who are you? I am Madame Clairvoyant, seer of dropped items. Possessions of other people's awaken vibrations in my spirit. If you find someone's dropped items, you should bring them to me. I will show you the extent of my vision. So basically, if you find anything that belonged to someone else, she can use it to find that person or determine something about them. Now these ghosts are unique. This room has a giant, it's like a dancing kind of practice room or a workout room. So there's a big mirror on that side of the wall. And these ghosts cannot be seen by you, but you can see their reflection in the mirror. So it's a little tricky, but not too difficult. It's more difficult when there's more than one because you can't just watch out for them, you kind of have to look always at the top of the screen and find out where they are. There we go. Ooh, a red chest. This is different. We've seen blue, we've seen green, we've seen gold. Red. It's in the chest? We'll find out next time.